Whether your new hardest level is Electrodynamics, because let's be honest, it's an easy demon, or whether or not you've just beaten the top one that is Tidal Wave, everybody ends up finding a new hardest level at some point in time, and sinking a lot of time and effort into that level. I hadn't had to do that with a lot of the demon levels that I have beat thus far on my journey, maybe save Decode, but even then, Decode did not take me that long. Bloodbath Z was a jump for me in skill, but I was committed to getting my new hardest level. So, to keep this intro short, I'm Miles. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my Geometry Dash YouTube channel. And with that being said, let's get into how I beat my new hardest level, Bloodbath Z. I did, okay, so the only thing on the recording that we missed for editing Miles is the practice run for the warm-up. On a demon level that I don't beat the day that I start it because I've decided to put my big boy pants on and not play a tier 1 demon, they usually give me a run for my money, and day 1 is usually reserved for practicing, getting a feel for everything, and figuring out how the mechanics of the level are going to work. And Bloodbath Z was proving that it was immediately going to be my hardest jump in difficulty. I was going from tier 5, tier 6 levels as being my hardest, Deadlocked, Decode, that sort of stuff, and immediately jumping up to what is considered a tier 9 demon level on the Geometry Dash demon ladder. I was in for a hell of a rude awakening. And that's not to mention too that I was trying to do this on controller, which I eventually nixed that decision, and spoiler alert, it's because for some reason when GD crashes, it doesn't save your progress or your attempts, so some of the numbers were getting muddied up and I wasn't having that anymore. But for this first little bit, we are on controller. We are gonna be here a minute. Oh, I keep mistiming that just barely too late. Oh, that one was way too late. I saw that. Oh, I didn't commit enough to the swoop. No! Absent-mindedly clicking or some shit. Ah, the good old Michigan part. That stupid fucking corner spike. Ah, just barely too early right there. Well, there's a run to 50. Is there input lag? Maybe. I don't know. Honestly, I think I'm gonna give it a few mouse attempts. I'm gonna see if that does any better for me. So we are probably about to lose a lot of attempts here, and I am probably gonna have to open this through Steam real quick because it crashed. Oh god, that is tough, dude. Oh, that is tough. Well, we got our 50 back.
Day 2.
All right, I've come to realize that it's not saving my progress, because last night we got to 53. We had over 2K attempts. And we're back to 1280. I don't know what's going wrong. Like, what is happening here? Oh, getting over a scratched eyeball or something today. That was irritating. You know what else was irritating was all the progress that we had yesterday getting deleted again. So that run to 53 doesn't even exist, nor do a good chunk of the attempts that we took last night. The game starting to delete my progress after I went was starting to rag on my mental a little bit. This was quickly becoming the most taxing level that I had done psychologically in Geometry Dash. It was beginning to become a drag. I had no mental checkpoint for any progress that I was making if the game was going to keep deleting it, and that was a huge deterrence. It was this moment right here that I really considered putting this level down and trying something else. I really did, but I figured, you know what, we're already in this deep, we have just got to keep pushing. Early on in stream, morale was high. We had the run to 59 to really hang our hats on here, and it felt like I was progressing incredibly quickly in the same way that I had through a number of other demon levels that I had already played up to this point. A little bit of practice mode was really helping, a couple of attempts with a start position from 50 onwards, and while I wasn't getting any sort of consistency past 50%, my mind just thought that we were going to get there soon enough and we'd be on to our next level. I was overestimating my ability at the current level and underestimating the amount of practice and the amount of work that I still had to put into this thing, and that began to show later on in stream as I began to grow frustrated. This stupid spike at 37. Just my sister's account? Nah, fair enough. We just need a 1-speed and a start position, and we'll see like how decent a runs we can get from 50. Okay, that's our best run. That's our best. 50 to 77. Ooh, 50 to 86. 50 to 86. 50 to 86. Oh god, yeah, no, keep me away from a top 150. Good lord. Oh. And then I get there and instantly die in a way that I was not dying in during practice. Not consistently anyways. Ooh, 73! 73! I got too click happy in that corridor. In the first half of this behemoth of a stream, we were starting to make some breakthroughs. First, a run to 73, and then after hardly any more time at all, I got on to this run. Ooh! Oh, 91! Oh, 91! I was just too slow. I was just too slow on this. Oh, I wish I could put this away and show you. Oh, I was just too slow. Oh, peak. That's it. This is getting done. No, motherfucker. Fluking your way to the final 10% of a level is a double-edged sword, because on one hand, you think that you are making a meteoric amount of progress in a very, very short amount of time, and to an extent, you are, but especially when you're trying to crunch down and beat it in one stream, and when 91 ends up being the highlight of that stream, it is very, very difficult to keep your composure, and I was starting to lose it as the stream wore on and on and on. What? I mean, it's corner number 9, but like it shouldn't have been. What do you mean? Oh, what did I do that for? Oh, I threw. You think you're doing everything right until you realize it's all a fucking lie. Dude. Another death at fucking 71. See, but then I go in low right there, and suddenly it's not a problem. I was legit just a couple of clicks away. I was legitimately just a couple of clicks away. Oh my god, dude, this fucking mini-wave has been a choke point. Like, that whole corridor from 50 on has just been, like, my biggest choke point since I got that 91. It has been by far my biggest choke point. Okay. We're almost going 5 hours. I just want the payoff. And this time, like, it is only for me. Unless somebody has joined and hasn't said anything yet, and I don't know you're here. Like, it's one thing to get that far into the level. It is a whole other, just, like, mental break to barely be good enough to get within fucking 40 again. How many fucking times have I practiced this? I genuinely just need to fucking execute. That's all there fucking is to it. I just need to fucking execute. And then, where is all that fucking practice from 50 on, Miles? Where the fuck is all that practice from 50 on? That we focus so fucking hard on just to throw like that. On to the next. Welcome to the 5.5 hour stream where nothing fucking happens. I genuinely ain't got any more left in me tonight. Alright, we're just gonna get right in. I need a reason to not crash out at, like, everything football-wise. I was planning on streaming earlier, and then the Denver Broncos did some fuck shit. We are gonna we're gonna do some 64 attempts. Day 3 felt like the stakes were a little higher for me. I had gotten to 91 in the previous stream. It was a Monday, which for me just essentially means that I'm not going to have a lot of time during the week to work on content, which includes streaming, and I have to prioritize the Broncos channel. So for the GD's sake, for the stakes here, this really felt like do or die until the weekend, and I wouldn't get another shot to get at this level for multiple days, a near week until give or take Friday night, Saturday-ish, just given the time frame that everything happened in. So, started doing an actual bit of warm-up regimen here for the second half of the level, and from there, I just let everything go. Fuck it, we're just gonna take some attempts. Should I have practiced a little more at, like, 50? Sure, maybe. We'll do that if we start getting in way too long or something. Day 3 saw a staggering lack of progress, and it felt like no matter how much I tried, no matter how many attempts I put in, no matter how much I practiced, no matter how I practiced, it just was not going to happen. And for some reason in my mind, there was one run that really demoralized me. A practice run where I had perfectly nailed down the second half of the level. In hindsight, I do see the progress that it was worth, but at the time, it was absolutely, irreversibly frustrating. But never when we're actually doing it. Oh my god, we just 50 to fucking 100. We just went 50 to 100 first try. It's only 31 seconds. We just 50 to 100 first try. Now I'm a little mad. Not mad, but good lord. Nice run. Thank you. I used all of my ability for a 50 to 100. And now I can't even get it consistently. I used my free fluke of the day and I didn't quite use it effectively. Properly as well. Okay. We are recording now, properly. It's gonna take me a second to get warm again, and I am absolutely dead tired. Oh boy. Day 4 is split into two halves. There is the first half that you're seeing right now that we are not going to dwell on all that long because nothing really happens, but I was dead tired in this footage that you are seeing right here. No energy. I had streamed for about 3 hours before that and only had about a half-hour break, and that was on top of having worked earlier that day. But the footage that I am about to show you, where I have slept, I have a lot more energy, and everything is going in my favor, this was the day, and I was feeling incredibly confident. I was starting to build consistency. All that was left to do was to put my money where my mouth is and finally do this thing. And we did. Pause. Make sure we're recording as well. It's gonna be a good day of streaming. It's gonna be a damn good day of streaming. streaming. All right, we are live on YouTube as well. When I came back to Geometry Dash, I had no idea that I would be able to work my skill this high. I had never been someone that was good at the game in the first place. I'd never been great at Geometry Dash as a kid, and so coming into this, I had more or less some of the same expectations. I beat the same 2 demons that I had always beat before, and that was about as high as I was going to be able to push my skill ceiling. But after I kept grinding, I started downing some of my childhood boogeymen. The Rob Top levels, some of the harder user-created levels in the easy demon tier like Speed Racer and Decode. This is the culmination of why I personally dash. Because I set a new challenge, I set a new threshold, I moved the goalpost, and time again, I meet it. And it's just a reflection of what we can do as people when we push ourselves and when we put our mind to something great. This is why we dash. Yeah, baby! Yeah! Fuck yeah! Yes! Yes! New hardest! Oh my god! I knew. Nope, I gotta immediately account save that shit. We're instantly account saving that. Oh my god, dude. Yes! I probably peaked my mic. Yes! Yes, dude! Number 10, baby! Oh my god, man! Yes! 3484. Although it's probably actually about 4,000. Just because some of the attempts deleted itself. We'll go with the official count. Why not? We'll go with what the game counts. Let's go, baby! Bloodbath Z is done. Bloodbath Z is done. Oh, man. That felt good. That felt good. Alright, well, that's gonna do it for stream, folks. That's all I wanted done today, so... If you're watching this in the actual recording, this was multiple days, about 10, 12 hours of footage that was edited down to show you just my journey to beat my new hardest level. So if you made it to this point in the video, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. It helps me greatly in the YouTube algorithm as a small creator. If you're on mobile, hype the video as well. It greatly helps me out. But that being said, that has been Bloodbath Z. Thanks for watching.